probably the reason you can't recognise them is they're still quite muffled up from being flying at great heights and speed. Anyway, as I say, he's talking about going to find his friend Puck, and his heavily armed minions following after him, and I believe we established heavily armed, friendly but threatening-looking elves who were guarding the front doors are also running to ensure they are in the right place at the right time to keep people trouble.
Are we in the midst of what appears to be an imminent armed confrontation?
He said he comes to a party, so I don't know. I assume not.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just worried about like the security guys.
Oh, I should ask a question. Are any of you armed, having come to this party?
No.
I kind of assume not, although girl.
No, I don't think Girl would have brought her axe. I think
Only a small one.
It's just a prop.
yeah.
Okay,
Somehow I turned my Wheel of Fortune into a decapitating frisbee or something like that.
No, we could always have a cutlass, you know.
It's at this point where carrying over your awesome roll from the session before roll, where you made an awesome alertness roll and it was entirely unnecessary to be that good, that you do recognise across the room in a, probably write that down somewhere, in a green jewelled mask and gold circlets and what's that? I don't know what that says. Oh yes, it's got a large fake nose, which is also slightly green jewelled. But you do recognise Moon's glow. It is close. And she makes eye contact with you across the
Right. I'm not surprised. Was kind of expecting to see her there. Wouldn't mind just a word to make sure she's okay, but
cool. We might come back to that, but let's go and see what Christabel is doing somewhere else in the party. You have been getting acquainted with Snuggles and talking, at least nodding along as Kezia talked about the local music scene. What would you like to do?
I think I was probably going to excuse myself and go find Shining Star.
Cool.
Woman of the Hour.
I am happy for you to excuse yourself and carry on, because it's a party. People mingle and come and go.
What? Actually, though, during the whole conversation about the Hill Folk and Forester music, did we sort of establish that we both had a mutual knowledge of that Forester Inn, whose name I keep forgetting? I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. Let me see. We've come across the Belgravia Arm.
Yeah.
Which is the haunt of, I believe you established, potentially local ne'er-do-wells who are, someone described them as like the IRA, which is probably fair. They are potentially rebelling against elven rule of formerly Forester lands, and are they are associated with the Bowmen of Belgravia, who are one of the many societies, and potentially their ancestral king Balthazar, who is buried under a rock somewhere, and therefore kings under rocks likely to come back at them.
Well, he's unavailable at the moment, and it's all a big deal.
Yeah, I guess I was just sort of gonna possibly give a music recommendation, but also establish mutual knowledge of the same place and possibly people at that location. It's not that important.
Okay. Well, only that
filling in the picture.
Yes, and to sketch in the picture, Kessie is nodding along, although she says she's much more into proper hill folk tunes than she is into Forester stuff.
All right.
Commercialized and the influence of all this.
All this flattery is making me embarrassed, so I've got to skedaddle.
Okay.
but maybe I'll see you around.
Yes, you want to go and find Shining Star.
Yep.
On the assumption that you would run towards wherever the biggest commotion is, on the basis they're bound to be there. You can come into the
Seems
same
reasonable.
tent where they are, and just as nomads are scurrying out, you almost get run over by a guy in a big draconian costume. They're scurrying off somewhere, and yes, you can go and see Shining Star.
Okay. Hey, Star. I was just talking to that Serpentine lady, she's a big music fan. It seems like she might know your, just FYI, she might know your dead boyfriend who you murdered. I finally used my flippant.
That's right.
Oh, okay,
Well-
cool. Just a quick question: is Girl in earshot, and does Girl know that you killed some fox?
Oh, God. I thought we've had this conversation.
Yeah, I thought we'd kind of come clean about all of our various
Oh, okay, cool. No, that's
transgressions.
fine. It's just the last time we saw Sunfox, Girl was taking him to try and give him a burial, and although it didn't go well, it did have good intentions, and
Yes.
I wasn't sure how that had been left. So
No, I think we covered this in one of our many lacerating conversations.
That's right.
okay,
Yes.
cool. That's fine.
Sorry, our sisterhood conversations.
Yeah.
I believe our
Yeah.
our sharing. We share.
That's cool.
Yes.
I just wanted to check because it seems fair that it's not always girls who you have it. So. Is that all right with you, Robbie?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, and my recollection is that this information had been passed on. Yeah.
we'll pass on. That's all right. Then.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay.
Just
No. Good to check. Good to check. Let us clarify that in this area that I'm in, which is where the nomads appeared, and which is where Ernest ran off from, and the nomads have followed him. Rather, not him directly, but they're
they've gone in that same direction.
yeah, they're going off to Puck, both of them. And then, as I'm not, I'm not ignoring this situation. As Girl is saying, wow, those guys have some great costumes. I will actually would like to dart after them. I would like to be fast, in fact. I would like to be super fast.
Go for it.
Elvishly. Gives me a good result. And I think that there's a metric for
Yep, that
for
gives
like
you
how many actions I get or something like that.
1, 2. So for 2 minutes, you receive 2 actions per turn, or are generally fast. So yes, you
All right.
are certainly able to dodge through the crowd in a agile Legolasy sort of a way. And,
All right.
yeah,
Well, what
I
I'd
want
like to do is keep up with Puck. He's the one who got out first. And I'm presuming not Puck, sorry, with Ernest.
Cool. You
Um,
are racing neck and neck with, probably getting ahead of Ernest. Since he's in a
Well,
huge
I'm going to be
training costume.
pacing him so I know where he
Okay.
goes, but I will definitely be positioned unless the 2 minutes run out. I want to be
Wow.
positioned just a little bit ahead of him.
That seems fair. You can certainly follow him through the dodging behind the nice tapestries that are hung up around the tent.
And
out
since
into the
Christabel's
open air?
looking for me, does my fastness make that difficult for her or me or something?
I am happy that you are fast enough that you can bump into her and snatch the bit of conversation that we just heard
Got
on
it.
your
Oh,
way.
there's one of the actions. Okay, I get that. Okay, so
Yeah.
I will certainly say, hi, bye, and
And you are following out into there's a lovely glade in the middle of all these.
well, when I say hi, bye, and I'm okay to hear whatever
Okay, cool. Go for it.
whatever Christabel wanted to say.
Oh, just what I said earlier. Verbatim.
Right. Well, Sunfox. Okay, good. And And I'll give you like a whole kind of quizzical. That's not necessarily good news. What the hell could that be? Kind of look, and then I'm gone. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you're doing that, and I'm going like that, and then.
Right.
Cool. In which case, you find yourself in a
And
delightful
girl
glade.
also has a facial expression.
Yeah, I think girl is like, okay, isn't it odd that we have a serpentine that was down in Smith City that is now here as well? That is curious. I think girl is not needing to move quickly, but I think girl is wanting to make sure that Shining Star doesn't get herself into a bad predicament. So I think girl will be trying to kind of, on a more leisurely pace, follow behind where she sees Shining Star heading.
Cool. Christabel, are you also
Like,
following after? Or
yeah,
you've got the message across and you have better things.
I'll trail after girl, but like grab a drink from a tray as I go.
Sensible. So, yes, Ernest is bustling along in his costume. You can keep pace with him easily, and so you emerge from one of the pavilions along a little corridor with drapes around it into a glade with lanterns hanging off of the trees around it, and elves forming up into a big circle or several interlocking circles in the middle, just beginning a delightful dance. And Puck is one of the dancers. Or a roll.
I will get there first. That was too bad for Ernest. Someone's got to earn her stripes somehow. Let me see if I can do this just right. I know. Oh, I am. This is terrible. I'm going to do the whole thing where you said he's dancing with someone?
They're formed up into various circles. People partner up and then split off and partner.
Oh, well, it's perfect.
Country dancing.
I partner in precisely at the right point. It's kind of one of those face plants on whoever it is that's supposed to be coming in and grabbing him, and it's me instead. And
line dancing.
Well, I was thinking more of the pavans or whatever they call them.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, but that's what I'm going to do if I can, and I will inform him if I can. GM, can I?
You can, but I'm going to make you make a roll for it.
Right, I thought so. That's why I was being a little bit hesitant all of a sudden.
I figured you can get in and you can bring yourself in there, and that's the end of your being.
Right.
Because snatched conversations in the middle of whirling down again to be I'm tempted to make an entertaining roll.
It seems kind of in that zone, depending on what
For some reason, there is no perfect, despite the list of skills, Antonio, there is no talking to people while dancing.
Could be a basic charm.
That, or I'm not actually trying to charm him anything. I'm trying to be quick enough to tell him something. So maybe quickness is the proper thing.
Okay. Let's do it quickness, and it's partly just being quick and partly being able to catch his eye and get that connection so he's listening.
Oh, 54. Just missed a good. I get a passable.
Okay.
Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, there you go. All right.
On your quickness?
Yeah, quickness is huge, and I didn't roll that badly either, so go figure. Right then. I go ahead and, anyway, I'm in there on a passable.
Yes. Yes, cool. So,
and
you're telling him Nomad's here.
Well, what I will tell him is that your agent Ernest has some important news for you about the nomads who just crash-landed the party, talking about you in a familiar fashion.
Ooh, okay.
Make sure to congratulate Ernest for doing a good job. He doesn't feel good.
So, Puck misses at least a step in the dance as when he hears what your news, and then gracefully,
Electric slides away.
yes, why not? Electric slides away across the dance floor in a way that looks like it's just part of the dance.